Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk about a story, or I want to show you a video about a story in San Antonio, Texas, where a guy was at a service station, looked like he was beat up or something, and he was trying to jump in people's cars and take their cars, supposedly, as the story goes. And one of these encounters, he came across some teenagers, like two brothers and a sister. They were teenagers. This guy tried to get in the car and they had to fight this guy off. And he was a big guy, but it looked like he was in some type of a scrap. But I want to show this to you guys, and I want you in the comment section to think let me know what you think this is about. In fact, I wouldn't give you my opinion right now. Go ahead and take a look at this story and come back. This is truly crazy. Look.
New at 6, a frightening situation for 3 teenagers in Somerset over the weekend. While stopping off for gas off 1604 Saturday night, they had to fight off a man who they say tried getting into their car multiple times. Now they want to share their story in hopes of warning others. KENS 5 reporter Meredith Haas explains what happened.
It was very scary, but I knew that I had to do something.
A moment of fight or flight. 17-year-old Gideon Gomez and his friend knew something was off the second a man approached them Saturday night while pumping gas.
He was bloody on the face, his shirt was really bloody, his hand, like his arms were bloody.
Reluctant to fight, Gideon says they tried to help the man, but felt his intentions weren't good.
And then he turns his head to the handle and he opens it. And as soon as he opened it, I was like, my sister's in there, reacted as like super fast.
Our intentions were never to hurt nobody. It was just to defend ourselves. It just takes like a couple seconds for anything to happen.
Gomez's sister, Savannah, thankful he and his friend were there.
Am I dreaming? Am I in an action movie right now? Like what's happening?
Their mother, forever grateful.
No one would have expected Gideon's reaction, their reaction, to be that, but I'm so glad they reacted in that way.
I spoke with a store clerk who says she's seen the surveillance footage, and she says the same man who tried to steal the teen's car tried stealing another person's just 30 minutes earlier and got in a fight with them.
Guy comes out, has no idea somebody's in his car. He goes to get in, and he almost sits on somebody.
Deborah Alt says the surveillance showed the man fight the suspect off and told him to leave, but he didn't. And that's when she saw him go after the kids.
I'm glad that they defended themselves instead of cowering and saying, hey, I don't want no problems, just take the car.
Now, a lesson learned.
Responsible, if you gotta fill up beforehand.
Be that person to be better. Someone would have helped us out, things would have been a little bit different.
Meredith Haas, KENS 5.
That's the story of that, and I gotta be honest with you, that was a strange video. Now you seen that guy was all bloody and stuff, said he was bleeding on his arms and on his head. It looked like somebody bust his ass. You know what I'm saying? He got into a fight, somebody threw him out of a vehicle. Either way, you bleeding and stuff, you running up on people. They never said he was asking for help. So I don't know if he was drunk or high or whatever. They said he went to another car before that. Said got in the guy's car, the guy come out the place, the guy in his car, he had to fight the guy off there. So I don't know if the scars happened there, but that was a big dude. Then he went up to the kids and tried to open the door with them, where they got their sister in the car, and they just gave him the business. I have nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. My thing is this, if you need help, and looking at him bleeding like that, bro, you needed help. He had to be out of his right mind, because what's the first thing you would do is somebody, you was bleeding and needed assistance. Hey, call the cops, call the ambulance or something. That's why I think he must have been under something that common sense didn't kick in for him to do that. He just wanted to get away. Either way, man, I think them kids did the right thing. There's nothing wrong with helping somebody, but they can't force you to help them or force themselves to your stuff because they in a messed up predicament that a lot of times they put themselves in. Nobody knows what this is about. But I do know this, bro. You bleeding and stuff, don't nobody want you in their vehicle. You know what I'm saying? With the threat of all kind of diseases and virus. No. I will call the cop for you. I'll call the ambulance. Now, my thing is this. They did all of that stuff, beating on them. Mom says she defended their position. They didn't get locked up. I wonder who called the cops. Because a lot of times you'll see some crazy stuff at a gas station and people will just watch it and then go on about their business. I wonder if somebody called the cops and this guy got arrested. They didn't show no mugshot of him. But I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, that's a scary scenario. You come outside, somebody's sitting in your car at a gas station. He's a big dude. No. People get their ass beat sometimes for obvious reasons. I don't know what his reason was, but that's a no-go. Now, I will say this. In an event that the guy needed help, this is just from my perspective, and he was trying to get in my vehicle, I would have drove some distance away from him, you know what I mean, maybe out of the parking lot or something, and I would have called the authorities. This is just me. Reason why is if this guy is bold enough to come up to my car and do this, he's bold enough to target somebody else. What if somebody old comes up? What if a woman comes up with a child and she's frail and this guy overtakes her? Sometimes it's good to at least let somebody know of what's going on instead of just turning the other cheek and walking off like I ain't worrying about it. Sometimes it's better for the safety of that person doing that stuff. They might not be in their right mind, or it's better for somebody else not to run into him. It's kind of like using something that a lot of people have to use and you go and put it back and, you know, clean it up for the other person to use behind you. Same thing with people out here doing crazy stuff. You know, anything can happen. Guy could hurt himself, get ran over, get beat to death, beat somebody to death. So, I mean, them kids did what they felt as though they had to do. I ain't gonna lie, you see that they started hammering on my man. He ain't fighting them back, but something was obviously wrong with him. And sometimes when people are doing stuff and they're not in their right mind, it's good to get them help. That's all I want to say. But I mean, in the comment section, man, tell me what y'all think. What y'all think that's about? I think he was on some type of drugs. He was drunk or something for you to go and try to get in somebody's car. That's just me. But I mean, hopefully he get the help he need. And they'll learn from the lessons of that little bit of fire them young kids put on him, which they was right. You know, and I stand with the mom. She said, you know, she wish they, you know, didn't come to violence, but they did what they had to do to protect themselves. I have no problem with that. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You stand with the mom or what? Let me know in the comment section, because I ain't gonna lie. This dude doing this, man, it's hard to try to figure something out when somebody try to get in your car. You either fight or flight, and they fought, so I gotta give them respect. See you in the next video. Take care. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you go back and look at that video, right? Them two boys was telling him, no, they can't help him or whatever. They was talking to him. He leaned and started backing up, and he went and grabbed for the handle. When he went and grabbed for the handle, the one boy, the thicker one, that was on the right side of the screen that you didn't see when he grabbed the thing, he ran and pushed the door closed while the other dude hit him, and then he followed up and hit the dude. And the dude, he must have hit with some power where he knocked the guy off the car. What he did was key, because when he pushed that door closed, you know what I'm saying? The guy had his hand on the door. By the time he got his hand up, he had got two-pieced already, and they knocked him away from the vehicle. Another thing I get them kids for, they could have finished my man. The way he fell, because my man hit him with some correct stuff. That the thicker dude hit him with some correct stuff. When he fell, he was like out of it. They stopped. They just looked over him and they stopped. You know, just to be like, okay, look, they could have like stomped on him and acted a fool. So I give him respect. They could have broke savage on him and they didn't. They just wanted him to go away. So, I mean, salute to them kids for doing that. Thanks for listening.